what is going on to you, Taurus out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. So you have the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and then you have the Queen of Swords. So these three cards right here for you represents how a lot of you, Taurus, right? A lot of you, honestly, a lot of you been around the block more than a couple of times. You know the nonsense that people are capable of. You know what it's like getting your life together. And you know that you're going to have to tell a couple of people to F off because all it is that they want to do is just waste your time, right? I know something about time wasting. You know what I mean? Plenty of people came through in my life trying to waste my time. Question is, what are they here for? Other than to just waste time, because it be looking weird. The Four of Wands and the Strength card represents a lot of you may want to wild out on them and say something really disrespectful. But my suggestion to you is that if you can control yourself in that moment, then don't. You know, just don't do anything. Don't say anything to them, because what's going to happen is, you know, this is a situation for you where you really want to be in a situation where you just don't even allow them to get you to be upset. You just stay away at the end of the day. You just stay away at the end of the day, because the situation for you is that you are you Taurus really are in a situation where a lot of you are really seeing, you're able to kind of predict and call certain things out because you're experienced. So you know when somebody's BSing you, because the truth is most people are BSing you, right? And I know some of my stuff be sounding pessimistic and stuff like this. It's not meant to sound that way. It's meant to give you a realistic understanding of what really going on, because at the end of the day, the truth is that most people are full of it, and there's going to be a few people who's going to keep it 100% with you, and they're going to be consistent and honest and transparent about who they are, and some other people are going to be fake with it. So the thing about it is that all you have to do is just pay attention. At the end of the day, everybody's going to show you who they are. Just pay attention at the end of the day. The Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles right here represents how a lot of you really are in a situation where for you, right, you're looking for somebody and everything like that, but who they are as a character, who they are as a person, right, will show you if you can take them seriously or if you can't. Because the Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles represents, once again, they shouldn't be tripping out over, they shouldn't be tripping out over the connection that the two of you have. And when I say that, I'm talking about expecting all of these different things and like getting wild, all of these different things. Because to be honest with you, right, people can say whatever it is that they want to, but at the end of the day, it's about what are people really going to do? What are people going to do? You know what I mean? Are they actually going to show you what's up, or are they faking it? Are they faking the funk, right? At the end of the day, what really it is, because people can ultimately say whatever it is that they want to say. But like I said before, what's actually going to happen? And, most people gone fool. You know what I mean? Most people gone fool. Most people, they not really consistent about this. And this is the type of pressure that I'm talking about. I got to be quiet because it's really early. But this is the type of pressure that I'm talking about that, you Taurus bring to the table. Like when you're a person that is showing up with something, it applies pressure to the people in your life, because they either going to have to show you what they are about or they're going to step off. And it's going to be like that with everybody, because A person can't talk and continue to talk around you and never anything happening, right? You not doing anything. You feel what I'm saying? At some point, if a person, like I said, if a person keep talking, they're gonna have to walk like they talking. You know, if they can't walk and chew bubble gum, right? If they can't walk it like how they talking, then essentially they're not really gonna be taken seriously. So the Seven of Swords right here is about how a lot of you have had to get frustrated and angry enough and quite frank, hurt enough to where y'all could get to this point, because the frustration had built up for a lot of you Taurus, where you know you getting to know some people, because you're getting to know some people now, but but what I'm saying here for you is that for you Taurus, a lot of those people are not really keeping it 100. They're not as consistent as they're making it seem. Like you talking to them, but some of these people have they're really inconsistent about their words and everything like that. And the situation for you is that more so this is really about how excuse me, more so this is really about how y'all are just you really applying pressure without having to necessarily do so. Because this is what I was talking about a few months ago, right? Today is what? It's August. This is what I was talking about back in July and earlier on when I said that you'll apply pressure. You'll apply pressure in the most slightest of ways without having to really try too hard, because your life speaks for itself. When you're consistent with yours, it literally speaks for itself. You don't have to be in a particular situation where it's about you got to go hard and constantly confront people. Because take it from me, Taurus, like I've been in those situations where, you know, I just been in a situation where a person wants to hang out with me and then I don't have the money, because like I said before, because a lot of my cash is tied up in investments. And, you know, the person wants to hang out and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can actually make the money to hang out, right? Because the person is getting a little bit, you know, scared or whatever. And I said, okay, I got the money, but then the person is flaking. I'm messaging them and it's taking them forever and ever and ever and a day to get back to me. That's not the type of person that I want around in my life, because you won't even get back to me in a timely fashion. But see, this is what I'm talking about. When I say things like, yeah, you got to get back at the person in a timely fashion, everybody want to talk about how I'm lame, this, that, and the third. But then not you, but said person wants to hang out with me. You dig what I'm saying? And then I finally got the bread same day, finally got the bread same day to be able to hang out with you a little bit. What happens? Now you know where to be found. So, right? Because you don't want to get back to me in a timely fashion. So this is what I mean when I say that the interactions be stupid. The interactions is real stupid, because what's going on here? You feel what I'm saying? The interactions are really stupid, because now I got the money. Now it's like, you know where to be found. Now I'm like, all right, I might as well help my family members out with it. Honestly, I might as well help my family members out. Like, I don't even really care too much, because this was really just to hang out, fill you out a little bit. Not in that way, but I mean, you know, I would have liked if it was, you know, obviously with consent, obviously. But I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, let me put it on record. What I'm trying to say is, see what type of time that the other person is on and see if we're compatible, right? So, it didn't go out. It didn't go like that. But what frustrates me is contact after I told the person, nah, no thank you, I'm good off that, right? No thank you, right? It's a no-go for me. The person still decides to contact me like 2 weeks afterwards, every week for 2 weeks. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point, you confront them so much. It's like, come on. We adults here, on one hand, they want you to get the hint. See, this is clowning. I'm clowning because there's always an excuse for the dysfunction when they're doing it to good people. There's always an excuse. There's always going to be an excuse, and people clowning you, Taurus, when they're doing something to you and you strive to be decent people. It's always going to be some sort of BS excuse. It's always going to be where you should have gotten a hint, this, that, and the third, X, Y, Z, da-da-da-da-da. All of this other type of nonsense, right? All of this. But then at the same time, though, right? When you don't want to be bothered, now all of a sudden, what did I tell you? They want to play like they stupid. They want to act like they don't get the hint now, right? But when it's time for them to get the hint, when it's time for you to get the hint, you should know X, Y, Z. You don't have, right? Because I get what it is that they're trying to say, right? I'm weird. I don't understand social cues. That's part of the reason why I don't have a lady in my life. I don't understand social cues, but show you how BS it is. This is why I don't do social cues. How come when it's the person that's messing up and it ain't me, how come they don't understand social cues now? But they understand, but they supposed to be sociable and understand, social cues and all that. How come they don't understand social cues? Watch it how nobody in the comment section actually addresses that in that fashion. People are going to just ignore that part and act like that part didn't exist. Watch. Nobody's going to talk about how both sides needs to understand social cues, or if it's just one side supposed to understand social cues, then it means that no side is supposed to understand social cues at that point, because it's hypocritical. How is it that it's supposed to be expected for one side, but then on the other side, now the person gets to do whatever? Nobody, watch, nobody gonna address it. And that's the point that I'm trying to make here with you, Taurus. When y'all done with this, right, you're gonna get to a point where you don't even have time to be confronting individuals because they're idiotic at the end of the day. The Ten of Wands and the Queen of Wands is about how a lot of you very much so are really just enjoying yourselves, enjoying your lives, and you honestly just waiting for somebody to keep it 100 with you to where they're ready. A lot of you Taurus aren't really pressing the issue because truth be told, people are really psyching out themselves because they're not really ready and built for a relationship like that. They acting like it, but then when it's showing, when it's happening to them, they scared. They're not really with this. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and then the Unalive card, right? Or I should say the Transition card, right? Hope YouTube don't hit me for this because this is a part of the Tarot deck, but whatever. Anyway, so the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords right here represents how a lot of you Taurus, to clarify the Queen of Wands, this is about how a lot of you, yes, it is a little bit frustrating, right? Because the numbers seem to be dwindling of how many people are into you. But is it really though? Not really. I would say that the numbers are probably climbing and rising. Excuse me. That people like you. It's just that, a lot of times who has the heart to actually go through with it, right? Because truth be told, it puts you in a different breed of person for you to actually carry through things that takes a lot of guts, to be honest with you. Um, you know, a lot of times, you know, love takes a lot of guts. You know, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot of guts to be comfortable and be safe and just be doing whatever. But it takes a lot of it takes a lot of guts to actually not be afraid of love, and to actually be open and keep your eyes open and everything like that. To, yes, still date, but at the same time still protect yourself. That takes a lot of guts. A lot of times people in relationships don't know how to say no to their partner. I was that guy where I didn't know how to say no to the person that I was dating, up until I learned how to say no, right? I learned how to say no. And then, and you know, and that's something, like I said before, that I had to learn. But it takes a lot of guts for a person to legitimately be in a relationship. It does. It takes a lot of guts. You know, it puts you in a spot where, you know, if a person isn't, because of the love, it can cloud your judgment. But if you go into it, right, on some Lovers and Two of Cups, you go into it with both eyes open, and you're clear with what it is that you want, where your heart's still open, but at the same time, you use your wisdom. See, the problem that a lot of the times people have when it comes to love is that they think that the love is clouding your judgment, and it can. But the love clouds your judgment because a person doesn't have wisdom and the experience and the wisdom. So what they do is that they let their heart go callous, right? They let their heart spiritually harden. And then the next thing you know, they start being like, oh, I need to get back at the world. And it's like, no, the secret, that ain't even the secret. The secret is the wisdom and the experience and the knowledge. Become better at saying no. You know, be okay with saying no. Be okay with sometimes people not liking you. You know, having the wisdom to understand when somebody is ultimately wasting your time, like what I was just talking about. And the thing is that the transition card, I can't say the D word, Scorpio, right? The transition card represents how, let me draw some more cards, because it just cuts off on a cliffhanger. The Ace of Wands, and then you have the Queen of Cups. Like I said, you don't have any shortage of individuals that trying to talk to you. What you have is people who are chicken squat to actually be in a relationship with you. So what I'm seeing here for you, Taurus, is that you still have people that's gonna come through and say what up and sniff around and try to see what you got going on. But it's just that actually transferring that and making that conversion to be in a relationship with you, a lot of people scared, right? They know that if they come to you, they hyenas. They know that if they come to you, they better actually have their stuff right, you know, because they have to step to you correctly. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to get a personal reading from me. Come and get a reading, y'all, because like it is, I said before, right? Like with the zodiac signs, with whoever visits my websites, I be seeing that stuff, who visit my website, from where and everything like that. And my thing about it is that I be having a lot of people coming through and stuff like this, and it's like nobody will or sometimes when they contact, it's the telling you, fam, it's odd. It's the oddest stuff ever. This is why, like I said before, I had to create a position where it's like, for me, I don't necessarily rely on people to come through and get readings from me, because it'd be the weirdest stuff in the world. A lot of times people will just see they'll come through they'll watch the video, they'll come through to the website and everything like that, and then they'll go to the website and then they'll just like leave it. It's like, I told y'all to check it out so that y'all can come through and get a reading from me and stuff like this, not to necessarily only to look. Now, granted, right, if that's what it is that you want to do, go on ahead. But it'd be the weirdest stuff in the world, because I be peeping it. People from all over the world, France and UK, Wales, and these right? Which is UK and all of that, Scotland and stuff like this. I be seeing it, right? And I would love to give a reading from somebody from Glasgow, Scotland. I still remember Beyblade, right? Like the Knight of Glasgow, Johnny, and all of this other type of, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is that, you know, it's I don't know, it's kind of discouraging a little bit, because it's like, dang, all these people coming through, you know. Anyway, I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 20,000 subscribers and above. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.